LeBron James was asked for his thoughts on the GOAT debate, and he shared the answer that will surely get people talking. He said, quote, "I'm not taking nobody over me. There's no question. But I think Mike Jordan would say the same thing. Rest his soul. Kobe Bryant would say the same thing. Magic Johnson will say the same thing. Larry Bird will say the same thing. Shaq could say the same thing," James said. The late, great Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. "I don't think none of us are going to take somebody else. If there's a general manager and he's eyeballing all of us on a baseline with the number one pick, it's going to be hard not to take me, champ." So now we've heard what LeBron has to say. I don't know that this is necessarily surprising, but Stephen, what do you make of LeBron's comments?
Well, the problem is none of those guys are ever saying that.
That's true.
That's the problem.
That's what I was going to say.
That's the problem. We don't hear Shaq calling himself the GOAT. And Shaq does a lot of podcasting. He's on television. He's always talking about other people. Matter of fact, I believe he has Steph Curry as his GOAT right now. So he's never talking about himself.
LeBron, obviously, since he's a teenager, has been judged off the greatest of all time in a lot of people's eyes. Now he's at this stage, maybe going to go play hoops at the age of 42. What are your thoughts on this comparison, this thought, and what LeBron is saying here kind of at this stage of his life?
First of all, I missed all of this, but I'm sure you ask any hooper, anybody, if you're going to take this point guard or this player over him, they're going to say no, right? Yeah, you just going to say no. So I didn't think anything of it when I just heard you mention it. But, I mean, if you tell me to name my all-time starting five, I don't know who's going to be on the team, but I'm damn sure going to be on it.
I know who's passing them the ball.
LeBron says he don't see nobody being above him in the GOAT conversation. And one thing about Brian, very disrespectful to the people that come before him. Giannis will average 100 points back then, and Wilt didn't score 100 points. He's very arrogant. Very arrogant. And, you know, in my opinion, he ain't the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT. You know, he didn't stick it out in Cleveland. He ran to another nigga's team, and then they blamed KD for starting the trend because he perfected the trend. Ran and made a super team and lost to Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I'm saying? Not one, not two, not three. Like, nah, man. Nah. I mean, to be honest, on his watch, basketball got worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. He ain't even the most influential player in his era. Honestly, he's not even the most influential player in his era. Stephen Curry is the more influential than him in this era. I mean, telling the fans to go back to their miserable lives, disrespecting the older players, passing up countless shots to win the game, choking in countless moments, allowing J.J. Barrera to lock him up one-on-one. Some of the bad games he had in the finals were not scoring points, blaming J.R. Smith, standing him up, not a real true leader, playing for stats. You kind of catch my drift, like, nah, bro, like, don't have a killer instinct. And some of the stuff that I watch with LeBron, like when it's time to strap your nuts on, he really started that shit. We're not really guarding the best player. That started with LeBron. LeBron only used to really guard the best players when it was Derrick Rose, when they were smaller than him. That's just the God honest truth. That's the only time LeBron really tried to guard the best players is when they were significantly smaller than him. Tell me I'm lying. That's when LeBron really started to, you'll see, LeBron really wasn't trying to guard KD. LeBron really started that, I'm too tired to play offense and play defense. That wasn't the thing. Michael was a two-way player. Scottie was a two-way player. Hakeem was two-way player. You know what I'm saying? LeBron really started that, joining the team, and people were going to go, Boston was old. Boston traded for Ray Allen, if my memory serves me correctly, and they traded for Kevin Garnett. They ain't collude together 3 summers ago and make that shit happen. And Boston won 1 championship in a small window. They all was older. KG was on the other side of his career. Ray Allen was on the other side of his career, the other side of his peak, and Paul Pierce. And don't forget, they put belt ass on LeBron. And what LeBron do? He left Cleveland. And in the way he left Cleveland, doing it at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm taking my narcissist. That's how you use the word. When you talk about narcissist, This is how you use the word. He's a narcissist. So, no, you wasn't a great ambassador. The NBA didn't grow. It declined under your watch. You know, on the floor, you wasn't the greatest. You known for traveling. You known for stat padding. You known for shying away from the biggest and the best challenges. Tell me I'm lying. You know, people who only watch LeBron NBA version, we know you played in the easy NBA. Really wasn't too many great 7-footers left. You got to think about how great Michael and Magic and Bird was. They took the game from if you don't have a 7-footer, you can't win a championship. Michael did that because they had Mikal, Parrish, Kareem. They had those guys, but Michael did that. Michael did that shit. Michael made the NBA a guards league. Oh, I don't think you can win a championship with a guard. The Bulls need a big fella. Remember, that was the narrative. That was the narrative on Mike. I remember Mark Eaton saying that going into the draft. So, what did he do? His shoes was trash. Respectfully, them shoes was trash. On the court, yeah, he statistically played, but he wasn't one of the greatest defenders of the NBA neither. He was known for traveling. He's a good shooter. He's a good facilitator. Good finisher at the rim, elite athlete. But when you start talking about tangibles, leaderships, he was getting coaches fired and shit. You know what I'm saying? For holding him accountable, ran from the grind in Cleveland when Boston was going to get, you was eventually going to put belt ass to them. Ran to Miami. Then they beat Boston, then lost to Dallas, then cheated OKC. I'm just saying, where did he uplift the game? As soon as he came to the league, the league started going down. From ninjas teaming up, ninjas running from the grind, ninjas teaming up, stop guarding the best players. You had cross matchups. So, yeah, I don't see it. Influence off the court, he done some good philanthropy. I ain't knocking that. But as far as his shoes, his apparel, Nike started going down when that nigga came. All his shoes is garbage. South Beach 25, sick man, all them shoes is garbage. Shoes garbage. Career, let me team up with him and him. We brothers. Man, garbage. Go back to y'all miserable lives. Remember he said after he lost it, garbage. Locked up by J.J. Barrera, garbage. Only guarded the best player when they were small like D-Rose, garbage. Come on, man, garbage. Fake championship in the bubble, garbage. Come on, man. Ain't nothing improved on LeBron watching the NBA. Nothing improved. Come on. Remember the nigga got heat exhaustion versus San Antonio? Garbage. Come on, man. Let me go get AD. Then blame AD. Got AD garbage. Got him traded. Come on, man. And I already talking about asking for the max right now. Max these nuts if I'm Jeannie Buss and I'm not Mitch Kupchak, but Rob Pelinka. So nah, man. Yo, what he did at 20, I care about them funky ass stats, nigga. Luka, please let this ninja be gone. I'm so tired of him and Austin Reeves. Let's use our white privilege to get him the hell up out of here. But hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Somebody gonna be, LeBron years ago, man, you ain't on LeBron. You already gonna hear that in the comment section.
Do you have a problem with LeBron James picking himself as the GOAT and saying everyone would do the same thing? So let's put this under the Maller microscope. So I don't know if it's a problem. It's more of a pet peeve, and I have a bully pulpit here to air my grievances, so I will take advantage of that, and I will now explain to you, my friend, my pet peeve. So I get that every all-time great backs themselves, and they believe in themselves, although they don't normally say it. Right? They don't normally say it, and LeBron does come across as a douchey McDouche when the way that he says it. Like LeBron naming himself the GOAT is kind of like directing your own biopic and giving yourself the Oscar. And I hate to burst LeBron's ego bubble. Michael Jordan never, if you can prove to me I'm wrong, I will correct this. To my knowledge, Michael Jordan never, ever called himself the GOAT. He was not raised that way, and he just acted like he was the GOAT and let other people decide that you're the greatest of all time and all that stuff. But watch all of MJ's run with the Bulls, and I watched all of LeBron James run with these 17 different teams LeBron's played for. And what Air Jordan did, he took the baton, and people forget Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were very popular. They were becoming even more popular in the NBA. They had this renaissance in the 1980s. And then Jordan, in that era, came along right around the Showtime Lakers and the Celtics, who had these great teams. And he took the baton, Jordan, from Magic and Bird, and then had a dust storm. Jordan reached a different dimension of stardust, and he went Star Trek is what Jordan was able to do there, to explore strange new worlds never before seen by an NBA player, and to boldly go where no man had gone before. And while LeBron's career is the greatest sequel ever made, every man, woman, and child knows the sequel is never the equal. And that's the reality. And Jordan's teams were they 6-0 in the final, something like that with the Bulls? I believe they were. And peak dominance of LeBron, quantity over quality. And by the way, we have a little text to LeBron we'd like to send out here, and this is voice to text. The rule has always been if you have to declare yourself the GOAT, you're probably not.